Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of Open Mic Radio Podcast. I am your host, Mike B, and I'm taking the radio part out of Open Mic Radio Podcast. It's just the Open Mic Podcast. I'm your host, Mike B. Before we go any further, I'm back. I just wanted to just hop on here real quick, and there's a lot to talk about, a lot to get to. But yesterday was Juneteenth. I'm gonna release this episode at Juneteenth, but I just want to set up this clip because I just learned how to do StreamYard correctly. Yesterday was Juneteenth. Kendrick Lamar did a big kado, if you will, in LA. It was a peace meeting. Crips and the Bloods came together. But I said this on all my social medias, and I'll say it again. This is kicking a man in the ding ding. This is Drake getting kicked in the ding ding. This is Drake getting I challenge you to a duel. Slap in the face with a leather glove. This is a beatdown. This is a good old-fashioned ass whooping. This is a swift kick in the ass. Here we go. I'm just gonna play the clip. This is from TMZ. I just want to quote my source. And yeah, I don't know how to hold on. Give me a second. This is all a test. Here we go. So what we have here. We got Westbrook, an NBA player, on the stage. He's from LA. He's sea walking. He's throwing down. He's getting busy on the track. Lamar DeRozan, Chicago Bulls player, free agent. He's getting busy. Westbrook, also a free agent, notable. There was another African American there. I don't know what that guy. I'm pretty sure he was highlighted. Here's what I'm getting at. This is crazy. Hundreds and hundreds of LA people screaming out A minor. Come on, man. So the club, any place that requires a passport, and now the NBA. He can't go to any NBA games. And you know Drake loves the NBA because this song, Not Like Us, is just taking over. And it's bringing harmony, it's bringing peace. I feel like it's the Juneteenth anthem now. I think we should all sing that. That's like our Lift Every Voice is saying part song now. A minor is brings harmony and peace. If I'm Drake, what I would do is I would just stop recording. I think you've made enough money off of music, and I would just go into becoming not a nun. What's the other thing? Whatever that other thing is, that's what he should do. I think he's done. He's cooked. He's finished. Throw another strip on the Barbie. He's finished. He's cooked. And yeah, I don't know where you go from here. When you get a beat down like that, when you take your time to get put into a rap beef, when you're in a rap beef, eventually it ends. When there's diss records being distributed, eventually everybody comes to a consensus and says this is done. It was Ether, and then it was the other song Jay-Z dropped, and everybody was like, okay, this is done. Because he can't compete with Ether. He can't do anything with Ether. So we're done. He's finished. He's cooked. This is over. Let's all go back to making records. We're finished. But at this point, Kendrick Lamar has dropped Not Like Us. He's bringing harmony and peace to gang members. NBA players are sea walking to the song. And some of them are Drake's friends. Some of them been to Drake's house. So how do you compete with that? You don't. How do you compete with America, Black America, coming together all at once and saying A minor? Like, how do you compete with that? You don't. Drake should go into a barber school and become a barber. He should find another occupation. He has all the money in the world. Now hear me out. I'm never taking Drake out of my playlist. Okay, I got over 25 to 30 songs in my workout playlist. Some of that stuff is Drake. All right. Well, actually, I have over 500 songs on my playlist, on my workout playlist, and counting. But 30 of them songs are Drake. I'm never taking Drake out my playlist. However, he should take up like automotive. Yeah, he should become a mechanic. He should do something other than what he's doing now, because this is not good. I've seen better horror movies and better than this. They played this song 6 times, and every time they played it, it got hyper and hyper. It got better and better. It got gooder and gooder. Imagine sitting in the car with somebody and they play their favorite song on repeat over and over and over again. Eventually you get tired of the song. That didn't happen. It only increased the rowdiness. It only increased the popularity. It only increased the unity. It's over. Drake should go into taking up knitting. He has enough money. He has all the money in the world. He should take up knitting. Anywho, we're going to pause for a cause, and I'll be right back in 1 second. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's me. Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of the Open Mic Podcast. Podcast. Yeah. I'm trying to get my camera right. I opened the show talking about the Not Like Us concert, or that's what I'm gonna call it, Not Like Us concert, the Juneteenth concert. It brought unity to the gangs and things of that nature. The only thing that was missing was gang banging. There was no gang banging going on, unless you call gang banging Drake. Can I say that out loud? It was gang banging Drake. I got a show tonight. I don't know what you call it. Thursday Night Laughs. Oh, that's the Tommy show. Thursday Night Laughs. I'm doing Tommy Taylor's birthday show. That's tonight. I'm recording this on a Thursday, June 20th, at a whopping 1659 minutes, or 4:59 for all you regular folks, or 1619 minutes, or whatever it was. So, hi, hey, honey, hi. She's right. Hey. Be safe. Tonight. I might be gone by then. Yeah. Hey. Whatever. Anyway, that was not dead there because I was sexual harassing my wife. Anyway, listen. What was I talking about? Yeah. So, almost ladies' night. I'm recording this now at 1700. 1700. I have a new setup. I'm chilling. I'm trying to get this thing right. Got some topics I want to talk about. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute. What have you been up to? I changed the name of the Open Mic Radio Podcast. I took the radio part out because the radio part didn't make sense, people. It didn't make sense. And nobody, I have friends who didn't tell me that. No one said, hey, Mike, this doesn't make sense, Mike. Why do you call it the Open Mic Radio Podcast? No one took time to even say, hey, Mike, it doesn't make sense for you to call it the Open Mic Radio Podcast. Open Mic Radio Podcast. No one told me It didn't make sense. And the reason why, and I demand answers. I demand answers. I demand and know answers why no one stood up and asked via email, via text, via pigeon, via Pony Express. Hey, Mike, when you named the show the Open Mic Radio Podcast, right? When you named it that, what was your intentions? What was your goal, right? And then I would have gave you a background. I would have gave you some context. Is that the term I'm supposed to use? Context. I'm like, the reason why I call it On My Radio Podcast back in the day was because when I first did the podcast, I did it live on a radio stream. I did it live on a radio stream where like say it was every at 1 p.m. every Saturday for like 2 or 3 years. I would record this radio show called On My Radio Podcast on the radio, and then I would turn it into what we all know now as a podcast. But just recently, I decided, hey, this is sort of redundant. And when I say redundant and recent, I mean like 3 weeks ago. I said, hey, this is kind of redundant. I should probably take some of this, trim some of the fat, if you will. So I said, hey, it's not on the radio anymore. It's just a podcast. Take the radio part out. Open Mic Podcast, OMP, Open Mic Podcast, and then boom, here we are. It's the reboot. This is, if anybody's keeping track, this has got to be reboot 25. It's got to be reboot 25. And I don't know why I can't stay consistent, people. I'm gonna be honest with you. I start it, I get it going, and then I get bored, and I'm like, I don't want to do it no more. And I don't know if you understand, when you record a podcast, a lot of times you're talking like I am, looking at the camera, looking at the computer screen, making sure that the camera's straight. I have all of this I have all of these gadgets and gadgets back here, right? These are called Easter eggs behind me. Not just backdrop, not just an environment I'm curating. These are Easter eggs. There's a reason why there's a reason why these particular pictures are like this. One, I couldn't find room anywhere else. Two, Easter eggs. Easter eggs. Right here. Right here. But yeah, I get bored quick. So it's like I'm talking to the microphone, looking to the screen, and I'm recording, and I don't know if anybody's listening. Then I have to curate content to, drive up numbers, and then I have to curate the clips to do such things, and a lot of that takes time. And I'm like, I don't want to do that, but I got to do it. I got to do it. I got to take care of me. I got to put me first, Lucius. Is what I'm saying. So I had to put me. I'm starting to put me first again, and I'm going to. I don't know what just happened. My when my monitor's cut out. That's weird. That is weird. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why that did that. But now everything's all jumbled up. What? Well, how did you fail me? How did you fail me, Lucius? What's going on, Lucius? This the first show back. So mistakes will be made, but lessons are being learned. All right. Lessons are being learned. And I fixed it. The cord was loose. This could possibly be embarrassing. But yeah, so I'm learning how I normally, since no one asked, I normally use StreamYard, right? I normally use StreamYard to I use StreamYard to record my podcast or whatever, right? So I'm learning different things. I'm learning how to do certain stuff. So for example, I just teetered with the playing the video on YouTube, on the tube that is you, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some quick. I want to try some or they want to no, I want to do that. Try some. So I tried the YouTube thing where I wanted to show the I wanted to share the Kendrick Lamar video. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to real quick. I'm going to, because I'm smart. I am very smart. I'm going to now going to attempt, because I'm smart. I'm going to attempt to show you my latest Juneteenth post. And here we go. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to present my screen because I learned stuff. I'm learning. I'm going to see if this works. So here we go. So this was on Juneteenth. I presented this. You know what's crazy? I gotta do this again. Here we go. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. That's why this first time she's killing it, yo. Until she put it up. It's that mic lower. When you lower the mic like that, you're into it. I know it's important, yo. At least that dude right there with the eye, that looks kind of lazy. Killing it too. Okay, so let me tell you what you think of it. Look at that face, yo. Look at that face of a Tissin. She's scared of that joint, yo. Look at that lead singer, yo. Killing it. I don't know what I don't know this thing. I don't know this thing. Stop sharing. Shut up. Shut up. I'm learning how to use my tools, people. That's dangerous. I could use my tools, okay? Because I'll be on the internet, and first of all, before everybody get confused, that wasn't Biden's White House because he get real artists. That was during the Trump administration, and I forgot when this happened. It may have been Juneteenth. It may not have been. I'd be surprised if it was Juneteenth, because Juneteenth wasn't a thing until President Obama got Biden got in the office. But however, this was still just as intense. I just let's see some. Let me see something. I'm reading something out. I get distracted. You can't give me tools out there. You just gotta have patience. Look, okay, so this is one of my favorite workout people too. I'm into workouts. I'm gonna get to it. You can't let my look. If my ADD distracts y'all, then I'm sorry. I'm gonna go. This is my man. He's not really my guy, but I'm into the fitness journey thing, and one of my favorite people to watch is Devin Fit Official. I like how he talks. He keeps it very simple. That's the way I like it. Here we go. So I'm gonna share my screen. And I just think at the end of the day, this is important. You know, I think I think this is important, and but you gotta hear how he starts. So here we go. This is Devin Fit. So here we go.
If you got saggy ass man boobs and
Disrespect.
you want to get rid of that shit, you need to get really good at these 3 exercises. First exercise is going to be an incline dumbbell chest press.
I'm
Now,
doing
when you're
that.
doing this exercise, I want you to focus on the negative. Take about 3 seconds to come down and then press up. Second exercise I want you to get really good at is some deficit push-ups. Focus on the negative again. And then we're pressing up. Get that full stretch and then squeeze at the top.
Okay.
And the next exercise you need to get really good at is going to be some underhand cable flies. So we're hitting the chest from a different angle. So we're coming here, getting that full stretch, and then squeezing at the top. So if you're not trying to have sag man boobs at the pool in the summer,
What?
then first I want you to get your ass into a calorie deficit, really educate yourself on nutrition, and then get really good at these 3 exercises. And I promise you, you're going to see so much fucking results.
That's what I need. That's what I need right there. That's what I need, somebody to tell me direct in the gym. Hey, if you don't want your saggy ass man boobs, you need to do X, Y, and Z and get your ass to a calorie deficit. Devin Fit Official tells it like it is. I share his posts every single day. I say, yo, Devin Fit Official just posted a new post. Let me see. And he always starts with, if you want to get rid of if you want to not participate in big back activity. And I'm like, what? And then he was like, yo, get your fucking ass away from the cardio machine. Like, excuse me? And it sounds harsh, but you guess what? I needed that. Sometimes people use the big words, visceral organs and this. No, if you want to get rid of your saggy ass titties, look, do this. And I'm like, okay, you had me at saggy ass titties, Mr. Devin the Fit Official. So here I am back in my fitness journey. Now here's the thing. So I've been I slowed down. I gained some of my weight back. And a lot of that's because I hurt my knee because I was doing the most. But what I ultimately ended up doing is I didn't gain any fat back as far as body fat percentage. But I have more muscle mass. So I'm strong as fuck. Like my muscle game is strong. However, I got to get rid of the belly, which goes to more of nutrition versus like being consistent in the gym. And I work out like 4 or 5 times a day, a week, excuse me. And I play ball. I'm back on my knees. I'm back, not on my knees again, excuse me. But I'm back to playing ball again, cautiously, but I lift a lot more. I lift heavy. But I know what my max is. Like bench press, I'm only lifting what the average weight is for a high school kid, specifically boys. Because my daughter goes to high school, so I think that weight is about 225 pounds. I'm currently benching like 200 pounds, so I don't want to be able to put nobody above 225 pounds. Like I want to, my max weight is the musher nigga in high school. In case my daughter needs some help, you know what I'm saying? That's it. I want to appear that I could fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? I need to, and I don't mean that in a heart. I just need the appearance. I just need to have the strength. The strength. I don't need all that. I don't need to be able to bench press 400 pounds. I'm not in it for that no more. I like my joints the way that they are. I don't need all the extra stuff. Just that. So yeah. So I found Devin. One of my friends sent me the clip. One of my friends sent me the clip. I want to say one of my friends sent me the clip like a couple of months ago. And I haven't turned my back, and I really appreciate her for that. So yeah, let's see. Outside of that, man, I'm gonna have some more stuff. I took some podcast notes, but what I really need to do was I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I had all these plans for different shows, and I have like a list of things I wanted to do. However, if I don't post the first one, then I'm never gonna record. I'm never gonna post. So here it is. Here it is right here. I did it. Okay. I recorded. I'm back. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna put some clips up here, and we're gonna have a good time. That being said, thank you all for listening to the Open Mic podcast. I even have a new flyer, yo. If you could look at the corner, I even have a new flyer, yo. It's dope, man. I gotta go. I got to go. I don't even know if all my sounds here. Let's see. K Sarah Sarah. Thank you all. I love you all. Good night.